Cropping pattern refers to the proportion of land under cultivation of different crops at different points of time. This indicates the time and arrangement of crops in a particular land area. Any change in the cropping pattern would cause change in the proportion of land under different crops, change in space, sequence and time of crops in India. The cropping pattern is determined by rainfall, temperature, climate, technology and soil type. In order to obtain maximum yields, different patterns of cropping are practiced. The major cropping patterns include the following: monocropping. Monocropping reduces soil fertility and destroys the structure of the soil. Chemical fertilizers are required to upgrade production. This practice allows the spread of pests and diseases. Mixed cropping. When two or more crops are grown on the same land simultaneously, it is known as mixed cropping. Foraging. Growing wheat and gram on the same land at the same time is mixed cropping. This practice minimizes the risk of failure of one of the crops and ensures against crop failure due to abnormal weather conditions. The crops to be grown together should have a different maturation time and different water requirements. One tall and one dwarf crop should be grown together. The nutrients required by one crop should be less than those required by the other. One crop should have deep roots, others should be shallow. All these criteria lead to a successful mixed cropping pattern. Advantages of mixed cropping: the crop yield increases. The pest infestation is minimized. Reduction in the risk of crop failure. The soil is utilized properly. More than one variety of crops can be harvested at the same time. Intercropping. Intercropping is the practice of growing more than one crop on the same field at the same time in a definite row pattern. After one row of the main crop, 3 rows of intercrops can be grown. This increases productivity per unit area. Intercropping can be of different types. Row intercropping: when the component crops are arranged in alternate rows, it is known as row intercropping. It helps in optimum utilization of land space and suppression of weeds during the early stages of the main crop. Strip intercropping: when 2 or more crops are grown in wide strips so that the 2 crops can be managed separately, it is known as strip cropping. However, the crops are close enough to interact. Relay intercropping: in this type of intercropping, a second crop is planted when the existing crop has flowered but not harvested. Foraging. Rice, cauliflower, onion, summer gourds. Advantages of intercropping: the fertility of the soil is maintained. The spread of diseases and pests is controlled. Optimum utilization of resources. The space and time of growing more than one crop are saved. Maximum utilization of nutrients present in the soil. Maize and soybean, bajra and labia are some of the crops grown as intercrops.